So I'm at my dad's gravesite, and we can see right here, my dad, he passed away December 7th, 2017. And this is my family's, on my mom's side, is buried in this cemetery, Laurel Grove in Totowa, New Jersey. But often I'll bring my mom here, so does my sister and my brother. And I remember back in, I think it was 2018, I was here with Marianne, and little did we know that a few years later, she would be here at this same cemetery. She would be laid to rest here. And I was thinking that when a plot became available through our family, that it might be in this location, but actually it's not. It's in another section. But what's really amazing is, as we know, those of us who are in Christ, we're going to be with our family members. And she's with my dad in heaven. And little did I know that it was kind of a message from God that my wife's gravesite, you can walk from my dad's area right here, his gravesite right here, and I can walk a direct line to where Marianne's gravesite is. So come with me on this walk and you'll see how we go from my dad's gravesite, a direct line to where Marianne's gravesite is, without going around and twisting and turning. It's a direct line to where she is. So it was kind of like almost like when she passed to go into heaven, like a message from God that, hey, she's here in heaven with me, with the Lord, with Jesus, but she's also with all her family members, and specifically with my dad, which really was very comforting to me. So take a walk with me. So I'll take you right to Marianne's gravesite. See that? Isn't that crazy? Like right to so now we on? So what's crazy is it's a direct line from my dad's gravesite, the foot of his gravesite, right to the foot of Marianne's. And here it is. So I was here yesterday on the anniversary of her passing into heaven on August 7th, and I put some flowers in here. And I come here not because she's here, she's in heaven, but I come here just to reflect on the life that we had, and just to honor her and her legacy. If you ever come here, there's one of these little QR codes that you can look at videos and photos. You can scan it, and that's it. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. So it's pretty amazing. So having that direct line from where my dad is directly to where Marianne is laid to rest. So, but again, she's in heaven, and so thankful that the Lord, through the gift of salvation, through his sacrifice on the cross, offers that to all of us. It's a gift if we accept that. So, again, I talked about this in the past. We're physical beings, we're humans, but we have a soul. We've been given a human experience, but our spirit, our soul lives forever. It never dies. The question is, where is your soul going to be? It's either in one of two places. You're either with the Lord or you're not with the Lord. And you don't want to be not with the Lord. That's called hell. So I know without any doubt that when Marianne left earth that day on August 7th, her soul was immediately with Christ. Just like the thieves on the cross. There were two thieves. One accepted Christ that day, one rejected. The thief that accepted, because we're all sinners, we're all thieves, we're all sinners. But God said, today you will be with me in paradise. So that's the gift that we have through the gift of salvation. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. So this is just a tombstone. It's to honor those who have lived on this earth, and we come here to reflect on the life that we had with them. But we look forward to all eternity. So, and I want to talk about this. This shirt, one of my favorite T-shirts. Be kind. You never know what people are going through. In life. Sometimes you wonder why people are upset, or they're angry, or they're mean to you. You never know what people are going through. But this is one of my favorite shirts that I got online a couple of years ago. And if you read the back, Alex, you could read the back. What does it say? It
says, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about.
Right. That's true. So you never know what someone is going through. So what's the message? Just be kind to people. I remember when Marianne was in the hospital, and the very few times I was able to break away just to go home just briefly to get cleaned up. And I remember one time going into the grocery store, and people were talking about things that really didn't matter. They were like trivial things, and they were arguing about like stupid things that just really in the big scheme of things didn't matter. And they were focusing in on themselves and not really thinking about people around them. They had no idea that my wife was fighting for her life 10 miles away at St. Joe's Hospital in Patterson. So always try to be aware of what is around you and be kind to people, because you don't know what they're going through. I don't care on social media. Look at people on social media. You might think they have a great, glamorous, perfect life. Nobody does. I don't care how much money you have in this world. People are still struggling with something. They're battling with something. So always be kind and be that shining light. Be the example of Christ to people around you. That smile, that offering of just a quick encouraging word to somebody, just to make somebody feel better. Tell them, hey, have a great day today. Or I like, your smile, or I like your clothes. I like, how you carry yourself. You seem to be a very nice person. Just encourage people with kind words, because you never know what they're going through. And just kind of an update, my book is just about done. There's a few things that we're editing, and we're trying to get all the photos together. But it should be coming out in the next few weeks, maybe in the next month, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to rush it. I'm trying to get it done the right way. And it's called 19 Days of Grace. And the reason it's titled 19 Days of Grace is because Marianne was on life support. After her brain aneurysm, she was on life support for 19 full days. And God gave us grace, because she could have passed away from that brain aneurysm while she was sleeping, and it never would have given us an opportunity to spend those 19 days with her. And God showed us grace by giving us those 19 days. And something also that's very interesting is that Marianne's middle name is Grace, and she always showed grace to so many people. Marianne Grace. She always was so graceful in how she carried herself, but she was very gracious to other people and always kind. So you talk about being kind. She was always so kind and loving to other people. I never heard her say anything bad about other people. She always gave people the benefit of the doubt, and she always would try to be a light. She always tried to be the hands and feet of Jesus. But, my book, hopefully you'll get it and you'll read it, and it will encourage you and it will impact you in a positive way. But the book itself talks about our journey, meeting at Liberty University and growing our family, having a family, and then all the ups and downs. And then, of course, July 19th, the day she had the aneurysm, right up until she passed into heaven on August 7th. So I'm really hoping and praying that the book will have a positive impact. I know it has already encouraged a lot of people, just the story itself. When everything happened, so many people were following our story. And, it's really God's story. God is using this to glorify himself. And, what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do, what my children are doing right now is just trying to find purpose through the pain. So I pray that this book will encourage you and help you if you're going through something. And it doesn't have to be the loss of your spouse. It could be the loss of a child. It could be the loss of a parent. It could be the loss of a job or some struggle that you're going through. So, we all have a story, and we're all on this journey, right? And how we do this journey is very important. And that's why, MAPS journey is, again, just an acronym for mental. It's an acronym for mental, attitude, physical, and spiritual. Your mental state, the attitude, how you react to things, your physical well-being, and then the most important thing, your spiritual. Again, the connection that you have with God, with Jesus Christ, that relationship. That's the most important thing, because all of this stuff goes away. All of this goes away. Marianne, when she was born on December 1st, 1968, she came into this world with nothing. And when we laid her to rest here, she left this world with nothing. But her spirit, her soul, lives forever, for all eternity. So I don't care if you're the wealthiest person in the world, if you've been the most successful athlete, you have all the gold medals, all the accolades, all of that stuff doesn't go away, doesn't matter. It all goes away. What lasts is your soul and what you did for people and what you did for God while you were on this earth. You have the dash, right? The dash, 12/1 to 12 to 8/7, 2021. So that dash between those 2 years, right? That's what is important. What did you do with that dash? What did you do while you were here? And if you're still here, if you're still breathing, it's not too late. It doesn't matter if you've messed up in the past, if you messed up even today. God forgives. God died on the cross, and he forgave our past sins, our current sins, and he'll forgive our future sins as well. We just have to surrender to him, and to the best of your ability, live your life for God. And, love him with all of your heart, mind, soul, strength, all of your being. Love him as best you can. Surrender to him, and then love people. And I know that's hard. I know it's hard to love God completely the way that we're called to love God, because we're sinners and we're human, and we give into our flesh many times, and we stumble and we fall. But God is always there. He'll never leave us, never forsake us, and he's there to forgive us. We just have to be sincere about it, ask for forgiveness, and then loving people. And again, that's hard to do, because it's hard to do in this world when there's so many people who are greedy and they're selfish. But just like Jesus loved people no matter what. Listen, they killed him on a cross, but yet he still loved them. What did he say? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So love people the way that Christ loves us, right? So I just want to encourage you to keep going on your journey. Keep walking, keep striving, keep moving forward, and spend time with God. Develop that relationship, and he will never leave you nor forsake you, and he'll take you to places that He has already lined up for you. He is directing your steps. You just have to trust him, and you have to obey and just allow him to lead you in your life. So we'll see you next time on Map's Journey.